Good morning, team. Happy Saturday. It's the members weekend video for August 6th. So, to start out with the market, with the NASDAQ composite, um, we we took out this high. I mentioned, I think last week, that we need to hold that 12,300 level to be able to kind of stay in the upper echelon of this rally. We've held it so far. What I was mentioning a few days ago about the market, the price being somewhere in the 6.4% above the 21. To me, it was getting a little bit on the toppy side. And usually, anything above 6%, you're getting toppy and you have a little pullback. So the next day, we were only up 6.2. So that was kind of like the high here, reversing back. And then on Friday, we had a little down day. We're now 5.1% off 21. So it's kind of evening out. When you see a lot of, when you see a lot of white, a lot of space in between moving averages, that usually it's a reversal to the mean kind of probability. Like here, you had a lot of white space here between the 50 and the price action. And then what happens a few days later, we kind of close that gap up a little bit here, and then we expand again here. We close the gap, close it, and then we get a little bit further. So like again, it's not like we're going to go down lower again. It's just when you get, that's why you have moving averages, because it's usually price reverts back to the mean. So when you have a little bit of too much of an extension of a moving average, usually within a reasonable amount of time, days, you have to pull back to close that gap up. So in this case, let's say this was the low. 3 or 4 days later, you kind of close that gap real quick, and then here when you hit this 21 here, you came back down again, and then you close it again within a couple of days. So like again, the faster the moving average, the 21 is faster than the 50. You're gonna have a quicker reversing back to that mean. The 50 is a little bit slower, so you're going to have a little bit longer time reaching it and so forth. In this case, I'm going off the 21. There's a lot of space also from the 50. But we're coming off a low, so that's kind of expected. I just like the action that we're above this pivot high here from this double bottom. This is a double bottom pivot. So I mentioned back on this day that, hey, listen, this technical pattern, if it holds, that means we should maybe retest and then continue higher. We should not break down here. If we break down here, then this pattern didn't work, and we're not off the woods yet. We're still going lower. The weekly, it's extremely strong. We took the 10 week right here, and we are now hitting that 21 equivalent on the weekly chart. So we hit our head right to it. Are we gonna get up? We're gonna get above it. I don't know. We shall see. We'll see what happens on Monday, and then we have the 40 week, which is a 200. Still looming here somewhere. Hopefully, we get up here somewhere, go sideways for a little bit, and then we take off. We build a little side shelf here. That would be so constructive and so healthy. That we could actually go sideways for a little bit. I was mentioning back over here that we'd like to see some sideways action, which we had 2 days of it. We went a little bit higher, and then maybe we go sideways here in a little bit higher handle. That'd be great. The Q still have this trend line that hasn't been hit yet. Kind of got right to it, and we kind of fell back a little bit. The good news is, again, we're above that 315 level. We hold that would be super. On the 15 minute, if you remember, we still have this gap here. This scares me a little bit because this is still there. This is not going to go unchecked. This is still here. This is something that at one point in our lifetime, we're going to get this. We're going to get this filled. Okay. So let's see. Let me look at the SPY. Yeah, SPY still has that one as well here. Let me look at the daily here again. Back on this 417, 418 level. We need to cross this. The pivot was a little bit higher on the SPY. This is the double bottom, sorry, and then this is the pivot. So we need to clear above this for this double bottom pattern to play out on the SPY. We also have a cup here, and we might be forming a handle. If we go sideways for a little bit. There's a handle. We break 417. We might hit our head at 420 or so here. Bump it again a little bit, retest 417, and then go higher. This is a very strong possibility on this market. Again, August and September are usually doldrum months, so I don't expect a lot of high trending scenario in August, September. We might get some sideways action here, which is it'll build this handle, which is what I'm referring to here. And then in October, November, and December, usually we have really good months, especially in October and the year end stuff. So it kind of might play out that's the scenario where we go sideways for a little bit in the next few months, build the space, this other sideways channel here, and then we go higher. So we shall see. As far as my positions, I'm basically 98% cash. I just have a couple hundred shares on the SPXS, which is the inverse on the SPY. Up a little bit in this couple of days. So if the market keeps going lower, this will be higher. And then the other one that I got stopped out on, made some decent money on Friday, was the SQQQ. Took some profits off. I just don't want to be short too long in this market. So I made a little bit of profit there. These are inverse contrast, and that's about it. I had shorted the QLD, which is the ETF for the Qs. I shorted it here. I was down a little bit on Thursday, and then I was up nicely on Friday because it was a double, twice the performance. So whatever the SPY does, this does it twice. So made some decent money on. I stopped myself out. Again, I don't want to hold. I didn't want to hold. It's not like I wanted to short the market because I'm thinking we're going to go lower. I just didn't have a feeling we were going to keep going higher, and that's kind of what it played out. We really didn't do anything, with a little bit of leaning towards the downside. That's all I was doing. I was just trying to lean a little bit to the downside. That worked out. Took a 1-2% profit. No big deal. I just did not want. My main thing was I just didn't want to be long. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday kind of thing. Well, Thursday, Friday. I didn't want to be long the market. I just didn't see a big potential to the upside. I didn't want to give up my profits that I have accumulated the last week or so. So that was it. As far as I guess that's what I'm holding. I really have no longs right now. So my scan that I did, I'm sending you guys about 300 plus stocks that I went through. I went through my extensive scan, which is this one right here. I went through the one that has everything. The favorites is the ones that I do kind of daily, just kind of to top off the initial. So the beginning of every month. So this is the first weekend of August that I'm doing the bigger scan. I go through my whole entire list. So this is all my scans that I go through, and I put them all together in this merged scan list. So that gave me about 400 stocks. So going forward, for my daily scans and then once I do midweek and so forth, I just do my favorites just because it's just kind of I'm topping off my monthly list. So I start off fresh every month with an extensive list, and then I top off daily, and then I wash, rinse, repeat every month. Okay, so I want to go through. I promise you, I'm not going to go through all 400, but maybe 20 or 30. Let's see how things look. Again, I have no longs. I have nothing right now, so I want to start building a potential watch list of what I'm looking at. These are extended. That also gives me a good idea of where the market is going in some things. Again, medical biotech, XBI. XBI was really, really profitable for me this last couple of days. This was the alert right here, 86 or so. I actually got it back here at 82. I was right here back at 82. And I got out I think at 88 something. So I did not participate in this, this 4% move on Friday. I did not participate. I did not have any longs. That's perfectly fine. I have no FOMO. That's awesome. But I did make some good profits on this. What I was so bio, it's kind of like the top. If you look at it here, solar and bio are kind of like the number one industry groups. So like I always said, just medical bio. I'm just going to go with the ETF XBI. I don't want the single stock risk of biotech, where if they miss on a drug trial or something, and then gaps down 20%. I don't want that single stock risk, so I use an ETF for bio specifically. Again, it's been doing pretty good, so that's about it in that one. So let's go back to here. Okay, so yeah, this is my starting right here. Enphase, did a great earnings move, and it kind of just kept it going higher. Obviously, guys, this is too extended. I'm not doing anything with this. Pass. I have my shelf here and DQ. I'm gonna try to go, as quickly as I would on my own, making some comments along the way, but just basically, I'm not gonna waste time in like over analyzing a chart that doesn't look like I wouldn't do anything with it anyway. So, and if I already have a trend line set up, I already have a trend line set up. So, as long as it doesn't hit it, I'm good. Sides, this is like way all over the place. I don't care for that. This one right here is already extended. Can't do anything with that. And I gave you guys this one. I made some good money on CSIQ back here somewhere. Okay, JKS. I have my trend line already there. This one already did its thing. Maybe the next one is here, but I'm letting it come back. Again, for solar, okay, let me refresh. For solar, I will use 10. Okay, 10 will be the equivalent of XBI for bio. 10 is the ETF for solar. So you pick up, this would have been a nice entry here, 78, 79, even 80. You're up nicely here. So this is nice. This is going sideways here for a little bit. That's not too bad. Let me clean this. Let me look at the weekly. See how it looks in the weekly. This is a nice week. Last week, 2 weeks ago actually. So let me just put a little trend line. Let me delete this one because this one it's already a done deal. So you will have a stop at, let's say, at 80, 79, 78. You got a 5-point stop here. I will do my trend line right there. So let's see how that works out. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. Because again, it's the top industry groups. It's all solar. Okay, so instead of buying shares in all these stocks, you don't know which one's the ones that actually work. Just get the ETF. The ETF pretty much going to encompass all this. I mean, look at this, incredible. Look at these numbers. That's just ridiculous. All right, so where are we? We're here. Boom. Let's go. Let's keep going. Okay. Did that already. Some power. Same thing. It's all solar stuff. So I already got 10. I'd rather go 10 here. So now we're going to oil and gas. Second industry group level. That would have been the entry right here. I don't like this. Big numbers here. So I'll pass. I already have this trend line here. So putting into the sideways shove would be great. If it does work. Look at this. That was the entry, guys. DVAX. Here it is. You take it at 15. You're up. Very nice. If anybody took this again, but this bio XBI, that's why XBI was high. I'm waiting for this one up here. I'm going to pass on this one as far as buying this individual stock. Alright, again XBI. So look at this. That would have been nice right there, right? Look at this move. It's awesome. XBI. That's why XBI is working, is because the components of XBI are doing things like this. So, just too choppy. Just too choppy. This is like way, like too much, Again, bio, XBI. Bio, XBI. Bio. What am I going to say? XBI. This is no, yeah. I mean, I'm waiting for this. Just be patient. Don't really care for this too much below 200. Again, bio XPI. You know, it's all bio. So you see how they're all like, broke out and gave you nice moves. So you're an XPI, and then you make money that way. So solar and bio, or that's what's working right now. Remember when we used to have oil and utilities and all that crap? Now we have solar. Now we have the scans picked us up. Not doing anything with any of this, guys. Just not doing anything with any of this. I'm gonna leave this one because it's kind of like chopping around. Is 45 would kind of be the entry, but again, XBI will be the one that I'll be interested in getting into. This is nothing. This again. That was the breakout right there, but you buy XBI. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. You buy at 33. You're at 48. Come on now. Don't tell me this doesn't work. But again, XBI. GBT. Look at this. Well, this was just because of buyout rumor. They're gonna get bought out. So but again, this is part of XBI. So that's why XBI had a tremendous week because all these components went up. So you make your 5, 6, 7%. You got 300, 400 shares or something, and it goes up 9, 10 points. Maybe $3,000 a week. It's not bad. With very low risk. You're risking about 1,000 to make 3,000 or 4,000. This is a nice little shelf here. We're at 50. See how you see this? Where 50 kind of was relevant. Came back down again. It hit his head on 50. And it's hitting his head on 50. 50 is kind of like a nice little number here. But again, it's not making any money. XBI. This one right here, it says 73. Well, you're in again here. Telecom. That's not that bad, but again, it's already extended. Okay, so nothing to do here. You don't change this. You don't chase this. This is going sideways a little bit. It's not that bad. This little shelf here. Retail, Musa, supermarkets. Again, I prefer Go. But this is working. Casey, I had Casey. Made some money. Made some good money on this one. I just don't see anything really setting up. No, this is kind of like Whole Foods, Cisco. Not really too sexy. Maybe right there. Something like that. Let me take this off here. Something like that. There's going to be a little low cheat entry there. You have a little low cheat entry there, and then you add here, and then you take it to like 95, 96, maybe 100. Nice little shelf forming here. So I have my trend line set up. This is nice, but again, it's like, this doesn't do anything for me. It's too choppy. This already took off, obviously. That would have been the entry, something like that. This would have been nice right there. 86. It's going sideways for a little bit. They're kind of making good money for it next year. I don't know, 37, 38. I don't know. Turn on the energy. I rather just stick with solar. If I'm gonna do anything with energy, I'm gonna use tan. This is just too deep of a base. Too deep. The entry would have been back here. That would have been the entry right there. Above the 200. This is already too extended. See, there's a lot of white here. This is nice. This is nice. I like this. This is nice right here. I like this. Play at 100. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this one. Like this little setup. See the base here. The cup here is not too deep. It's not like way down here. It's kind of like shallow. You don't want it to be too shallow, but this is pretty good. And then you build in a little handle here. So I like this entry. This is a good one right here. Rex. Yeah, not doing anything. Nothing going on here. Nothing going on here. That's already did its thing. It's going down. Don't care about things going down. This is a nice little pullback. This is a nice little pullback to a 21. Right there, how it pins it. It's kind of gradually going higher. You might be interested in looking at this one. I've traded this one before on these pullbacks. See right here. I traded this little cup right here. That would have been nice. So I might take a look at it if it gives me an entry right there. That was the entry right there, right? Let's say 12.10. You're up $1 in this. This is too steep of a pullback. Same kind of industry as the one that as this one. Same kind of industry. EDU. Just not doing anything. Just ignore this. Do not touch that stock. This was a good one. Make some good money. This one I gave you guys. This one. It's already way extended. You can't do anything with it right now. T-Mobile, the entry would have been there 140. It's already extended. BJ, kind of going sideways. No big deal. Go. Go is kind of making a comeback here. Bounce up to 50. It has some nice this trend line here activated. So Go is back into play. So that's why the other one that I was looking at, the groceries and stuff like that, Cisco was going back into play. Do this and keep it on my radar. Dollar Tree, it's just going sideways for like ever. It's just boof, 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 and then that was the entry right there, 43. Okay, you would take it into like 45, 46, and then you're going to stop out at 44 or something like that. Don't really care for this pullback. This is nice, but it's already kind of doing its thing, so I need to go sideways for a little bit longer. I'm going to go through a few more, maybe go top 15 groups, okay? Top 15. Don't really care for that. This is nice, but look at this. So the entry would have been obviously here, 55, 56 right here. You're up 6 points. That's the entry. So you got to watch for these things. Now it's way to extend it. Right there, that would have been the entry, right? Right there, that would have been the entry. You want us to go sideways here at the 200. Let this catch up a little bit, and then you got a little safer entry. EVH, I took some profits on this up here somewhere. It's not doing anything right now. This is nice, right? Look at that. Look how he's holding the 21 beautifully here. The entry would have been right there. Say 28. It's your entry. Let's say 29, 30. Nice. Don't really care for this. Don't really care for this. Do anything. I'm not doing anything. That's nice. This is nice. This is going sideways here. Nice round number 70. It's got good numbers. It's growing. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Earnings going up more than 25%. Oh, earnings in 4 days. I don't know if I want to get into something that has earnings in 4 days, but I have it on my radar. Shockwave. This already did its thing right here. Oh, I gave you guys this one, AXNX. I told you, I had it. I made money in this, right there. Took profits the very next day on that pullback, on that breakout. This is just too much in one day. Okay, too much up and down. Within the day when you actually have this, and it goes down over here and back up again, you can't tell me you're gonna be holding it. You're gonna get stopped out somewhere around here. So passing on this. I'm already past the 15, but I'm gonna do about 5-6 more. I like this one right here, 45, 21 right here. It's already above it. It's kind of picking its head. This would be a nice one. It's finance. I think sexy. But if you guys want to take a look at this main, somewhere in the 45.5 range, that would be nice. We'll do a few more. This is just too volatile. Ooh, 35. Just a few more. Not really seeing a lot, guys. I'm not really seeing a lot. Not really seeing a lot. I would have been right there. Nice. All right. This time I'm just gonna go to Pepsi. That's it. Pepsi's the last one. That's it. Again, it's Pepsi. It's not gonna really do anything. General Mills. Okay. All right. That's it, guys. I mean, just basically, these are not getting to categories of like, utility level kind of like things, Conagra and stuff like that, and these things are just not gonna move the needle too much. So um, again, back to the markets. Basically, there really isn't a lot of things setting up. I'm expecting just a little bit more sideways action here. Maybe we consolidate a little bit right here, the 21, get a little bit closer, and then build this little base here. And then when we take off, then we have we have some support of the 21 that we can have a more risk, a lower level risk trade. All right, so um, just keep hanging in there. There will be an uptrend that's sustainable. When? We have no idea. That's why we go through this. We go through the motion. We put the effort in. We study. We look at charts. We look at what's working, what's not working. We take our shots, and we have our stop losses. All right. Be good. If you have any questions, please, I'm always here. Be good. Have a great weekend.